Today, we'll be learning about measurement of intelligence and we'll be taking up the Raven's progressive matrices test of intelligence in detail. Raven's progressive matrices was given by J.C. Raven in the year 1938 and this measures intelligence. This is a non-verbal test of intelligence. Non-verbal tests of intelligence are those tests which do not use words in their items. Rather, non-verbal tests use pictures or figures to assess intelligence. So Raven's progressive matrices is a non-verbal test of intelligence. This is a culture fair test. What it means is that a culture fair test is a test which is designed in a way that one's culture does not interfere with one's performance on the test. If there is a test, a verbal test of intelligence, which is in English, a person coming from a background where English is not used that much, the person is not having that much familiarity with English, that person will not be able to perform to the best of his ability on the test of intelligence because of the language involved. Culture fair tests are such tests which do not allow cultural factors to impact one's performance on intelligence. So Raven's progressive matrices is a culture fair test and it's a group test of intelligence. It can be given to a group of individuals together at a time. It measures two components of the general ability given by Spearman. We all know that Spearman has given a theory of intelligence which talks about intelligence in the form of two components. One of the components is called the general intelligence or the G factor, which is the general intellectual level of a person. The other component is the specific factors. So those specific factors are specific to the task involved or the activity involved. So within the general ability, Spearman talks about, within the G factor, Spearman talks about two things, which is the educative ability and the reproductive ability. Any task, any cognitive task, any intellectual tasks involves these two abilities which are a part of one's general intelligence or the G factor. The educative ability is the ability to relate seemingly separate pieces of information. So this is the ability which enables us to integrate things, to relate things with each other and to create a coherent whole of knowledge. Reproductive ability, on the other hand, is our ability to recall the acquired information. So educative ability comes into play when we are trying to understand things by relating things to each other and by creating a larger picture about how bits of information are related to each other. Reproductive ability comes into play when we reproduce or recall what we have already stored in our brain as information. So Raven's progressive matrices tests the general ability of a person, and within the general ability there are two components, the educative ability and the reproductive ability, which can be tested by using Raven's progressive matrices. The items on Raven's progressive matrices are in the form of matrices. They are matrices with abstract designs on them. Each of the matrices has a part which is missing. So this missing part has to be filled by the examinee. There are certain options given. Out of these options, the examinee or the test taker has to select the right option. Let me take you to the actual items in a Raven's progressive matrices. Now here you have the actual items in standard progressive matrices. These are the kind of items which comprise any Raven's progressive matrices, be it colored or standard or advanced. The items are given in this form, in the form of a matrix, out of which a part is missing. This part has to be identified by the examinee out of the options given. As you can see below the matrix, there are 6 options given. The examinee or the test taker has to select an option out of these options, and that is how the test is attempted. These two items are actual items in a standard progressive matrices test of intelligence. We just now saw a sample of items in standard progressive matrices. In all the forms of Raven's progressive matrices, the items are arranged in increasing order of difficulty. So the items are arranged in such a way that the order of difficulty increases as we move further in the test. Another thing which needs to be noted is that there is no time limit for Raven's progressive matrices. There is no time limit. The only thing is that the examinee or the test taker has to attempt the test at one go. The examinee cannot take break in between. The examinee has to complete the test at one go in one sitting, and there is no time limit to that sitting. That is how the test has to be administered and taken. Raven's progressive matrices come in three forms. These three forms are meant for three kinds of populations. There is one which is called the colored progressive matrices, the other one is called the standard progressive matrices, and the third one is the advanced progressive matrices. Colored progressive matrices are specifically designed for children who are younger than 6 years of age and other people who are supposed to be suffering from some kind of intellectual disability. Standard progressive matrices can be given to people from ages 6 to 80 years, and these are meant for general population. Advanced progressive matrices are given to people who have a very high intelligence level, who have performed exceptionally well on the standard progressive matrices. So once a person is able to perform at or above 95th percentile, that person could be given advanced progressive matrices to determine his or her level of intelligence. 1. Raven's standard progressive matrices comprise the original matrices published by C. Raven in 1938. So this was the first version which was given by C. Raven in 1938. This can be given to people from 6 years to 80 years of age. Raven's standard progressive matrices consists of 5 sets within the test. Each of these 5 sets has 12 items. So Raven's standard progressive matrices has 60 items in total, and all these 60 items are arranged in increasing level of difficulty. There are 5 sets A to E. Each of the sets has 12 items each. All these items are matrices which are presented in black ink on a white background. Colored progressive matrices are specially designed for younger children, the elderly, and people suffering from moderate or severe learning difficulties. This test contains 2 sets, A and B. Between A and B is another set of 12 items which is called the AB. These 2 sets A and B in colored progressive matrices are actually the sets A and B of standard progressive matrices. If a person is given colored progressive matrices and he or she is able to perform well on set A, then the person is given set AB in between and then followed by set B. So the order of sets in colored progressive matrices is A, AB, and B. Most of the items in colored progressive matrices are in the form of colored matrices, and that makes it visually stimulating to participants. The last few items on set B are presented in the form of black matrices on white background. If a child or a person with severe learning disability is able to do well on set A, AB, and B and is able to reach till these black on white matrices, which are the last few items on set B, then that person or that child is given the standard progressive matrices to assess that person's real intelligence level. Raven's advanced progressive matrices are given to adolescents or people who have shown a very good performance, a very high performance on the standard progressive matrices. So those people who have shown a performance of 95th or above 95th percentile on standard progressive matrices are then given advanced progressive matrices to assess their intelligence level. This advanced progressive matrices consists of 2 sets, set 1 and set 2. Set 1 is composed of 12 items and set 2 has another 36 items. So in all, the advanced progressive matrices has 48 items, 12 in set 1 and 36 in set 2. The items again are presented in increasing order of difficulty, and all the items are in the form of matrices in black ink on white background. This visual presents to you the scoring which is used to score a standard progressive matrices test. People scoring above 95th percentile or at 95th percentile are given grade 1 and are considered to be superior in intelligence level. Grade 2 is given to people who score at or above 75th percentile. Grade 3 is given to intellectually average people who score between 25th and 75th percentile. Grade 4 is given to people who score below 25th percentile, and these people are considered to be definitely below average in intellectual capacity. Grade 5 is given to people who score below the 5th percentile, and they are considered to be intellectually defective. This is the scoring done in standard Raven's progressive matrices, which is a very general kind of picture which is being given to you. When actual scoring of the test is done, there are other things to be considered, and there are other grades also. For examination purpose of class 12, this information is sufficient for you to write your examination, but for your information you should know that scoring of standard progressive matrices is again a complicated task, and there are many considerations in arriving at score of the test and interpretation of that score. So this is a general idea, this is a rough idea which is being given to you about scoring of standard progressive matrices. For the purpose of your examination, this is not the complete scoring method of standard progressive matrices, which is not required for you at this level. Raven's progressive matrices can be used in various areas. In the area of education, Raven's progressive matrices can be used to predict success for children and adults in training and educational programs, which means that a person who scores high on Raven's progressive matrices is very likely to be successful in the education program or the training program which is being imparted to him or her. Then, identification of children for special education programs. Children who are a little deficient in their intellectual functioning can be identified using this test. Then, it can also be used to identify intellectually gifted people. Those who perform above average or much above average are considered to be intellectually gifted people, and this can also be used to identify children suffering from learning disorders, especially dyslexia. Now, since this test is a non-verbal test, it does not use language. Children who are suffering from dyslexia, which is a reading and writing disorder, can perform well on this test. So this test can be used to diagnose children with learning disorder such as dyslexia. Generally, children who suffer from learning disorder called dyslexia are not able to perform well in academics because of their inability to read and write. So their inability to read and write interferes with their functioning on achievement tests or functioning in the academic sphere. When given Raven's progressive matrices, such children perform in a way that their inability or their difficulty with word reading and writing does not interfere with their performance on the test. So they are able to attempt the test without being affected by their inability to read and write. That is why Raven's progressive matrices can be used as a diagnostic tool for identification of children suffering from dyslexia. In organizations, Raven's progressive matrices can be used for selection of administrators, entrepreneurs, managers, and supervisors, especially where there is a need of people with very high intelligence. In clinical setting, this test can be used for identification of intellectual disability, and it can also help to assess people when they are recovering from some kind of a brain injury. In the area of pure research, which deals with research which aims to come up with generalizations or theories about mental processes and behavior, Raven's progressive matrices can be a useful tool in determining the intelligence level of people. These are some of the areas in which Raven's progressive matrices can be used, and I hope this lesson satisfies your questions and curiosity about Raven's progressive matrices, and also from the examination point of view, this lesson provides you with enough material to write your answer in your exam. Press the like button right now and leave your comments in the comments section below. Please subscribe to my channel. More than 82% of the viewers have not yet subscribed to the channel. In case you are benefiting from the videos, that is why you are viewing them, it is expected of you to please share, subscribe, comment, and like the videos.